ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pepperdine baseball junior Billy Cook. Hey, Billy, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Things are going well. First and foremost, how have you been dealing with this pandemic? Can you give us the latest update on where you are exactly and how things are going for you?
Sure. So I was in Malibu, and I recently just came back to Colorado about 4 days ago. Dealing with it, we've been doing what we can. I've enjoyed hanging out with my family, hanging out with the teammates back in California, but really it's just been crazy trying to stay busy. I'm taking a summer class just to have something to do, and that's really it, doing the baseball stuff that we can, but there's not much that we can do right now.
Awesome. Glad to hear you're doing well. Now, looking back at your guys' season this year at Pepperdine, the team seemed to be hitting its stride. You guys went on to have an amazing start to your season, a national ranking. Talk about the mood of the team, how you guys faced that when we figured out that there was going to be no more baseball left.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy for us because we had a Tuesday game that got canceled because of rain. And so we were preparing for that Friday, and then we hear about some of the schools out east canceling their seasons. And we were like, no way, this thing isn't as serious as everyone says. And sure enough, San Francisco turned their bus around. We found out we weren't going to have a series. And at that point, our coach was like, hey, it's not looking good. Your season's probably going to be done. So the original shock of that was pretty intense for everyone. The seniors kind of realizing they don't get to play the rest of their final season. Even the freshmen, sophomores, everyone. The season cut short, especially when we were rolling. It was very hard. And it was kind of a shell shock for everyone. No one knew what to do. But then once we found out, it was canceled and there's nothing we could do, everyone handled it pretty well. We decided we're just going to start working for next year, hoping that there's a season, which, who knows, but we're pretty optimistic that we will have a season. But that's what everyone's mindset has been since then. Work for next year. We're just going to try to pick up where we left off.
Awesome. Great to hear that. And Billy, you've been doing great this season, going, from an injury last season and, doing extremely well before coronavirus canceled this season. Walk us through how you were able to come back this year and do so well.
Sure. So it was obviously disappointing. Any injury is tough. But thankfully my injury didn't require surgery. So all I had to do was some rehab in the summer. So it took about 3 months of just rehabbing the shoulder, getting it healthy. And during that time we were still playing. And so I was able to just support the team, travel, and be the guy in the dugout along with some other people. And then coming back, I felt healthy, and then I just had to stay on top of my shoulder stuff. But what really helped me was learning more about how the body moves with this injury, making everything work more efficiently. And I think that helped me from an athletic standpoint, have more success this year. The coaching that was applied to me was a little more on the efficient movement side. So Danny Worth did a good job with that. And all in all, it led to some good success.
Awesome. You mentioned how you're a little bit disappointed for the seniors this year, knowing that they can't go on and have a complete season and get the proper send-off. As a junior, does that make you excited knowing that you can come back to Pepperdine next year and get things back started here?
Definitely, yeah. So I'm blessed that I can come back. Some of the seniors, we don't know if they're going to come back, but everyone is very thankful that the NCAA gave them an extra year. So any senior who wants to come back, they can. Who knows what classes they'll take, what options they're going to have, but they at least have the ability to come back if they want. So that's awesome. And we do have some that are coming back, like Mike Mahoney, Trevor Franklin, and Justin Lutz. Those are 3 who we know for sure. But yeah, we're really excited to come back and pick up, like I said, where we left off. And then with the leadership, we're going to have a lot of guys coming back who are really good leaders and people who can really keep the team in the right direction.
What have you been doing to keep up with baseball during these difficult times?
Well, a lot of lifting, because that's kind of all we can do. So we had our own little makeshift gym in Malibu, had it in Mike Malinchak's garage and everything. So we would go use that a lot. And then we did a lot of beach runs, which was a lot of fun. So a lot of working out, stuff like that. And then baseball-wise, fields kind of started to open up out here in Colorado. There's a lot more open. So I've been hitting in the cages and taking some live ABs. But then in California, it was mostly tee work into a net, and then kind of stuff that you do without a bat, anti-rotation stuff. A lot of unique circumstances. Yeah, so a lot of unique things that we just kind of had to make up as we go to kind of stay in baseball shape.
And then final question for you, how does the team hope to carry this momentum over to next season, and how excited are you to finally get back on campus at some point and be back with your teammates?
We're very excited. Like I said, we have a lot of guys coming back, and so our team isn't going to look that much different. And then with the freshmen coming in, we're hoping they can contribute more, and our team can just be better than we were this year. And momentum-wise, everyone's just going to keep working hard. Our coaches are working on recruiting, trying to get whoever they can to join, maybe from JUCOs or freshmen who haven't decided if they're going to transfer or not. So everyone's working hard for next year, and then we get back in the fall hopefully, and we're just going to pick up right where we left off. Everyone's going to be excited and in shape. We're staying on top of each other and making sure everyone's doing their part.
Awesome, Billy. Well, it was so great to talk to you today. I really enjoyed hearing from you. Happy to see that you're doing safe back in Colorado with your family, and truly, truly appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.